Thank you so much, Rohit, for joining me. And I wonder if you want to introduce yourself, let me know where you're from, a little bit about yourself.
Okay, sure. And thank you so much for having me here. I'm so glad, you know, and that I'm come to introduce myself. My name is Rohit, and I'm from Nepal. My name is Rohit, and I'm from Nepal. And I'm 16 years old. I love reading books, playing games, and talking with the native English speaker around this globe. As being as English learner, I'm so passionate to talk with native English speaker mainly. In order to have proficiency on this amazing language.
That's awesome. So you say you're 16. So actually, my son is 18. So it's really interesting. So are you in what we would call like here? When my son was 16, he was in high school. Now he's in college. Do you go to school?
Yeah, I always go to school. I'm studying in high school.
High school. So you're in the equivalent of high school. So my son just finished last year, high school.
Okay, amazing.
Okay, so you are, and so you're learning English, and you talk to, so you talk to people, natives to learn English. That's interesting. How long have you been learning English?
Yeah, it hasn't been so many years. I have been trying to learn English since 4 months, I think 4 or 5 months. Uh,
Wow, that's
yeah,
amazing.
Be- yeah, it's amazing. And Mr. Ken Clay has helped me a lot. Has helped me a lot. And he recommended me to talk with you,
I'm
as
a
you know
big
very well.
fan. I'm a big fan of Ken Clay. He is just such an amazing person. We need more people like Ken Clay. Yes, that's awesome. He's so, patient and so good with people that are learning the language. But I'm amazed that you said that you just been learning English for about 4 months, right? Is that what I heard you correctly?
Yeah,
Because, well, I've been studying Spanish for like, I don't know, since before you were born. And to have a conversation that's recorded in Spanish, I would not be able to do that. So kudos to you. You're doing awesome. I can understand you. You like I'm just amazed that you told me it's 4 months. That's awesome. So I I don't know a lot about your country except that I believe it's got the tallest mountain in the world. Do you want to tell me
yeah.
a little bit about your country?
Okay, sure, sure. Though our country is smaller in area and maybe small in population too, but our country has a lot of diversity. You can find many more temples here, and you can also find the tallest mountains here, in the world. And among around 14 mountains, the tallest 8 mountains lies in our country you know, like mountains like Mount Everest, Mount
Hmm.
Kanchenjunga, Mount Manaslu, and many more.
Okay.
And and the city where I'm currently living is the capital city of Nepal, that is Kathmandu. And
Kathmandu.
Kathmandu is also called as the Temple of Temple, the place of temple. You can find many more temple in Kathmandu that is enlisted in World Heritage.
Okay. And
Yeah.
and and Ken tells me, and I probably should have known this, but your country has the only triangle shaped flag in the world.
Triangle shaped lake.
Like, no, that your flag for your country.
Yeah, flag. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a
yeah.
triangle, like like I'm not doing a very good triangle. That's not a triangle, but anyway, it's a triangle and not a rectangle.
Yeah, exactly. The flag of our country is unique all over the world, I think. Unique because it has got two triangle shape you can find here. And it's amazing, it's look amazing, beautiful.
Definitely. So you're in high school. Are you planning to what are you planning to do after high school?
Most probably after high school, um, I will trying to get enrolled in Cambridge, maybe in Cambridge, so that I'm learning British accent and I'm taking help of Ken Clay. I will trying to get enrolled in Cambridge after high school, maybe.
Well, that will be helpful working with Ken on that, at least, you know, on your English and your British accent there. I work in a high school, and the job that I do actually is I work with students about your age. They're usually in their last year. And what I do is I help them with their college applications and their applications for financial aid and scholarships to help pay for college. So I every day during the week usually I'm at the high school and I'm working with the students with their college applications. So I'm always interested in what people want to study, what they want to do. So you say you want to study in Cambridge. Is there a particular thing that you want to study? Like what would be your interest?
Yeah, well, when I get enrolled in Cambridge, most probably I will be trying to study science, science. And as I don't know that you know about my aim, I want to be neurologist in future. So I will be working upon science, and I think that would be the great opportunity to me if I get enrolled in Cambridge and I can just proceed and I can be more good at science there, and I'll be working on that.
That sounds like an awesome plan. So you want to be a neurologist? Is that what you're saying to me?
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Okay, awesome. That's a really good plan. And I think Cambridge, I don't know a lot about Cambridge, except that it is like probably one of the best universities in the world. But any case, I think that would probably be a great place for you to study that. Yeah, I work with a lot of students that want to go into the health field, which neurology would be the health field, right? So usually my students are interested in being nurses and doctors and other different jobs like that you'd find in the hospital. That's always their interest. They always want to go into the health field. So that's awesome. Um, can you tell me, so what's the language there in Nepal? What is your language?
Yeah, well, when talk about native language of our country, it's Nepali, and
Nepali.
we all the citizens of our country tends to speak Nepali, and but actually, I'm from the one of the I think rural village of our country. So we and our family, you can say from generation, we are speaking Bhojpuri language as our native language, you know. But being as a citizens of Nepal, we have to speak Nepali, you know. So I can speak Bhojpuri as well and Nepali as well.
Okay, so you're almost like now you're almost like a trilingual because you have Nepali and it was Buzz. What was the other language?
Bhojpuri,
Bhojpuri.
Bhojpuri, yeah, Bhojpuri,
Bhojpuri
yeah,
and now English. So you are
yeah,
officially, I will call you a polyglot, means that you know more than three languages.
yeah. Yeah, I can also speak a little bit Hindi, Hindi.
Okay, yes, I am familiar with Hindi. I don't know it,
Yeah,
but I am familiar with it. I've heard of it. I
yeah,
don't know any
I
words
can
of it
speak a
though.
little bit.
Awesome. Wow. So that's probably, I mean, I think sometimes I find when people know more than one language, as you already were bilingual, to learn a third language is easier because you already have a mindset of knowing two languages. So maybe that's why you were able to learn English so quickly. Because I'm just amazed. And I speak to a lot of people in India. It's similar. I think that they speak Hindi and they speak other languages, and so when they learn English, sometimes I speak to somebody that's only been learning English for 3 or 4 months, and I'm just amazed that they can speak English so well. So I wonder if your thoughts on like learning English, was it easier for you because you already have like 2 or 3 languages?
Yeah, exactly. And just being just have means in order to master upon other language, apart from our native language, it's kind of far cry. It's kind of impossible thing, you know, to be more to natural in other languages like English. English is kind of a second or third language for us, not for non-native English speaker. So it's quite difficult. It's quite difficult to master upon it, but it depends upon our hard work, and our smart work. So the secret of my success in speaking English with proper British accent is that I have been working, you know continuously, constantly, since 3 months, and I have got more help from Ken Clay. That's the secret of my success.
That would be definitely a big help. And I think that like the benefit too, like I started learning Spanish in high school, but when I learned Spanish in high school, there was no internet. The internet did
Uh,
not, I mean, it existed, but it didn't exist. There was no video, there was no pictures, there was no sound. The internet was only text. So I will correct myself. The internet existed, but it didn't exist like it does now. You couldn't have conversations like we're having. So I think that's a big benefit to you that you can talk to people in other countries. And even when you can't talk to people, you can listen to news, you can watch videos, you can be able to access all the stuff that when I was in high school, your age, I would have to go to the library and borrow things called records or tapes. And that's how I could listen to the language. But now you can have conversations with Ken Clay, you can have a conversation with me, you can listen to videos, watch and listen to videos. So I think that's another big benefit that would be helpful. And obviously, having a language partner, somebody that would help you out, because I'm not sure if Ken Clay is trying to learn Nepali, but no. So he's somebody that I feel like he just is so helpful to people, because obviously like he is trying to learn Spanish, but I think that he's obviously just helping you, and I'm not sure that he's venturing out to learn Nepali too. So that's awesome that he's taken that time to work with you and help you learn English too.
yeah, exactly. He has not a, what can I say, office or work or benefits. He helped me without any benefits. He always try to give some minutes, like 15 to 20 minutes each and every single day, so that I can learn something new from him.
Every single
Each and
day.
yeah,
Wow.
every single day. Yeah, but nowadays you can say, from yesterday or before yesterday, he has gone to Poland.
I was just
He
gonna
has gone
say
to
that
Poland.
that's another thing that's so great about Ken. He's going to Poland as we speak
Yeah,
to bring humanitarian aid to the border of Ukraine. I mean, yes, that he's just such an amazing, wonderful, caring person.
yeah, yeah. He wants my success. That's all. He wants my success in speaking. He wants my success. That's all. Because he always helped me. I haven't seen such types of person, and I'm sure that no one is going to help other. I'm not either his relatives. I'm totally new for him, though he helped me. Wow, it's what can you say? Nothing.
I
Wow,
mean,
amazing.
that is amazing, just that to take 20 minutes a day, because time is the one thing that is the most valuable thing, right? We can't get it
Yeah,
back. So right now I'm taking 20 or 30 minutes of my day to speak with you. It's the time is the most valuable thing more than anything else on this planet, because you can never get it back. And the fact that you told me that he's taking 20 minutes a day usually to talk with you,
yeah,
that is just amazing, and it's just a wonderful thing. Um, and I think that you realize that, right? Like it's just awesome that you're getting this help, because you get a chance to speak with somebody. Because like I'll tell you, trying to arrange times to speak with a native, or time to speak practice, is difficult, right? We have different time zones. Then you're trying to find somebody that's reliable, somebody that's interesting to talk to. It's not easy. I have
yeah. It's not easy.
I have now you can definitely like go on WhatsApp groups, and you can go on different apps to try to look for people, but they might say, yeah, I'll speak with you, but then you have to find the time. You have to find the time that works in different time zones, and then also find somebody that is interesting, that you have that you end up having a good conversation with. So it's not easy. I've done it, but I'll tell you, it's not easy. So that is awesome that you're able to have that ability to practice with a native.
Yeah, exactly. When I met for the first time to meet Ken Clay, I was not able to speak a single word. I was not able to speak a single word. Um, and when talking about my accent, then I was not having any kind of accent at that time. And I talked with Ken Clay, and I shared my opinion and my passion, that I'm so much passionate to learn British accent and you are from London, you can be the agent of my help. You can be agent of my help. You can help me, to hit up next level, means to upgrade my level of English, And after some day, he started giving some time to me, and we do often practice reading practice, in order to master pronunciation, like reading paragraphs, reading stories, and whenever I do make mistake, he tried to correct me. He tried to make me to sound more natural on that particular word. That is so helpful for me.
Yeah, I've been actually teaching with Ken. We were teaching English Spanish lessons. I mean, obviously, we're teaching the English part, and we have someone else teaching the Spanish part. And he's so patient with beginners. Like, we'll have them read something, and the very, very beginners, he will read each and every word and have them repeat it after him. He's just very patient. He knows what people need when they're beginning. So I've decided that when I do these English Spanish lessons, I'll wait until Ken has time to do it with me, because he's just so patient and so good with beginners. I'm just like really amazed with what he does.
Yeah, exactly. He has so patient, whenever we try to read any paragraphs, my habit is what to escape some of the preposition, like to, and my habit is what to escape some of the preposition, but he has such a focus that he can figure out that escaping word. Hey, Rohit, you have to just pronounce that word. You have to read that particular word. You are just missing it out. You have to be more focused. Then
Say slow
I
down,
know.
slow down.
Yeah, slow
Read
down.
it
Yeah,
slower.
slow down. And he has
What was
one
he
theory: accuracy over speed.
That's what he says.
Accuracy over
Accuracy over
speed.
speed. Exactly. I was trying to what does he say? Accuracy over speed. That's
Over
exactly what he
speed.
says.
Yeah,
Yep.
it is his theory that accuracy over speed means you have to maintain your speed over accuracy. Wow, amazing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, we've done I mean, I've done many videos with him, but I've done two so far. I just started and we taught two classes. And we're planning when he gets back from Poland to teach another class that will be for like English Spanish learners. And I just am amazed with how he does that, and that's exactly what he'll say: accuracy over speed. And oh, you went so fast, you missed some of those little words. You missed like the prepositions and stuff. You've got to read every word. Slow down.
Yeah. Yeah, so passionate. Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. I think sometimes when you're like, for me, when I'm like reading Spanish, I almost think, okay, if I read it faster, they won't notice if I make a mistake. So I like just read really fast, like slow down. Slow. And when you do slow down though, you have a better chance of reading things correctly, because you're taking time to think about each syllable, each letter, how they're pronounced. So you're going to be more accurate if you read it slower.
Yeah, exactly. I'm totally agree with you. When we try to read anything slower, then our mind gets time to just to figure out or to make the syllable correctly, to pronounce that particular word correctly. So that's a good idea to read anything much slower.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this has been an awesome conversation. If you want to share any last things with me about yourself, your future plans, do you have any last things to share?
Yeah, but I don't have any special things to share, but I have one question to our video viewers.
Yeah.
Those people who are watching, means who are watching our videos on YouTube, so they may have query about how to master up on other language. And as being you are an awesome teacher, you may have good plan or good what can I say good plan to the students that they have to follow in order to master upon other languages. What do you think about? What do you recommend to
So
the video viewers?
what I recommend, and this is something that Ken and I have talked about a number of times, it's something called comprehensible input method. And what does it mean? It means that before you start speaking a lot, and it's awesome that you're practicing with Ken and you're practicing speaking, but you should be listening more than you're speaking. You should be getting to the point that you listen to not just hundreds of hours of English, but thousands of hours of English. and build up your ear for the language, because the more you listen to news, to podcasts, to videos, you're going to just get more familiar. Your fluency, your understanding of the language is going to really increase, and your ability to pronounce the words is going to increase. It's great that you're practicing with Ken and that you're doing these readings where you can read it. But I think one thing is like, hopefully Ken is reading the paragraph first, so that way you can hear it and then you read it. Because if you're just like reading something to yourself or reading it aloud for the first time, then you're probably not 100% sure of every pronunciation for every word. So what I try to do, like I watch a lot of YouTube videos and I'll put subtitles on so I can listen to the language. I like to watch YouTubers that I can see their mouth move, and I can read the subtitles and listen to the language and develop that ear for it. So I would really recommend listening more. Definitely take every chance you can to practice with a native, but make sure that you're listening to the language and really building that language, building that ear for the language. In the comments below, let us know what your best methods of learning English are. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.